a little bit later than what I wanted to do. So anyways, I hope that I didn't just get cut off. So glad that you joined us. We are going to get started with this series, the John Maxwell Dare to Dream. So if you haven't got your book yet, order it on Amazon and get it shipped to you, 2-day shipping. You will love this book. This book is different. It's not a book. I don't want to just pick it up and read through it all in a day. We're going to be going through this kind of slowly. The chapters are a couple pages each. But I want you guys to really think about it. You're going to want some Post-it notes. I wrote a blog going over this. And you're going to want something to write. There's so many great little quotes and sayings in here. And just write them down on Post-it notes and stick it throughout your house. You'll love it. So I want to get started today just using, just going over the introduction and chapter 1. And then in the blog or on Facebook or however you're watching this and taking part in this book club, I want you to just put your comments, put your thoughts. What was your favorite quote? Be involved and add people to this because I think this is so great. This is something that I didn't realize is such a huge, important part to living. So to start out, I'm just going to say that growing up, I did not see dreams as an actual something that was potential. Dreams to me were a fantasy. It was kind of like a fairy tale world. And it wasn't something that you actually strived to reach. And that may seem totally crazy to some of you, but I just didn't see it because all I saw was myself and this huge dream. And how is it even possible to get there? So I just want to go over, and this is kind of jumping ahead, but I have learned so much in the past few years that really your dreams are attainable and you can do anything you set your mind to. It doesn't mean that you're going to start at point A and end up in 2 weeks at Z and you've reached your dream. It's going to be hard work. It's going to take dedication. It's going to be a process, but dreams can be attainable if you want them to be. And so that's what this book is about, and we're going to be going over it, and I think it is super exciting. And for someone like me who used to think that dreams were just dreams, that it was, as I said in the blog post, it's a 1 in a million chance if it came true from Dumb and Dumber, and we'd all say, so you're saying there's a chance. But it's so much more than that. So I want to read, and this is jumping ahead a little bit to chapter 1, but I will go back into the introduction. But truly, instead of a dream being a fantasy, this is by Robert Kriegel. A dream is an ideal involving a sense of possibilities rather than probabilities, of potential rather than limits. A dream is the wellspring of passion, giving us direction and pointing us to lofty heights. It is an expression of optimism, hope, and values, lofty enough to capture the imagination and engage spirit. Dreams grab us and move us. They are capable of lifting us to new heights and overcoming self-imposed limitations. And I absolutely love that. So I'm going to go back, though, from there, and I'm going to go back to the introduction. And I'm not going to read all this, but I am going to kind of go over it a little bit. And I just want you guys to think for yourself, what are your dreams? Everyone deep down inside has dreams. Whether we have pushed them down and we don't think about them, we have them. So what are your dreams? What are your biggest dreams? If you could do anything, what would it be? Most people don't achieve their great dreams. Why don't they achieve them? They give up, they fall short, they get off track, or they settle, or they dream too small. And so if we think about those, so many times in life, first of all, giving up, I want to address that. We so many times will be striving for something and it's hard and at first it may be new and exciting and it's okay, but there becomes a point where it just becomes repetitive, or it's not moving as fast. So I'm going to take weight loss, or those of us who may be studying, or if you're in college and you have this goal to be a doctor, and yet it's just ongoing day after day after day of studying. And it's not always fun. It's not always super exciting. And so after a while, we give up. Does it mean that we couldn't do it? No, but we gave up and we walked away. So that's one of the reasons we fall short. We get off track. So if you're like me, our life gets busy, it gets hectic, and we let simple things take us off course, take us in a different direction than what we need to be going or where we should go. And so many times we lose our focus and we get off track. And we just have to remind ourselves, and it's such a huge, great idea. I love it to put it up on your mirror, grab Expo markers and write on your mirrors, write what your dreams are. What are your dreams? Read those every day, accomplish those dreams. And we settle. So too often we get comfortable in life and where we're at, and life's going good and it's okay. And why really shake it up, right? So we settle. And when we settle, the only thing we do is cut ourselves short. God has such huge, awesome plans for us. And when we settle, we don't push ourselves. We are to be constantly growing and learning and striving to be better individuals. And as we do that, we grow. And that's what our goal is. We want to always be growing. We want to be learning. And if it's not your goal, you need to think about it and make it your goal, because that is going to help you reach your dreams. It's going to help you feel better about yourself. So anyways, we're going to move on. So have you ever dared to dream? And I mean, really dream? If something is within your apparent reach, it isn't a dream. If you wouldn't have to stretch beyond what you think is possible, then it isn't a dream. Bold dreams change you as they change the world around you. So like I said, as you are striving for your dreams and going after what you want, the world around you changes. And I'm just going to use myself as an example. Starting out, I went back to school to be a nurse. I was a stay-at-home mom, and I would many times say, I'm just a stay-at-home mom, which don't do that to yourself. That is a huge, huge thing. And sometimes I think, man, I had a great thing. Why did I give that up? But anyways, God had different plans for me, and he pushed me. And I went back to school to be a nurse. Was that hard? Yes. And did I think that was pretty much where I was going? Yes, was to be a nurse. And so I took the time and I studied and I did what I needed to do to get my degree while raising 3 little munchkins. And it wasn't easy. It was hard. There were tears. It was stressful. But I did it, and it gave me a sense of accomplishment. It made me realize that if I can break things into little chunks, that the end result is huge and big, and it is a very amazing feeling. And from there, at the hospital, I was introduced to Angela, who many of you know and love, and we all love Angela. And she is the one who brought me into this world of Young Living, and I did not want any part of Young Living's business, as you guys may know, many of you do know. But things changed and were different. And don't mind little Izzy in the background. She's being very good and quiet, but she's in the background here. So anyways, but I decided, I thought about it, and I decided, you know what would it hurt to try? I'm going to go after this, and I am going to start doing this and building a business, because there is huge potential. And when you look at what can happen with you and your family and what maybe your goals were with network marketing, it is huge. So anyways, I just wanted to say that I started to pursue this, and by me pursuing this, it has changed the world around me. It has changed who I am as a person. It has changed my focus in life. It has changed how I deal with things, and it has changed everything, the way that I think every day when I get up. What am I striving for? What am I teaching my children? How am I helping my spouse? How am I helping my family, those around me? So as we strive for our bold dreams, not only do they change us, but they change the world around us. So U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt says, far better it is to dare mighty things, to win glorious triumphs, even though checkered by failure, than to rank with those poor spirits who neither enjoy much nor suffer much, because they live in the gray twilight that knows neither victory nor defeat. And that is so true. We need to strive for these dreams and our goals, because we will fail. I failed at nursing the first time I went, but I went after it again and I accomplished it. And what is the worst thing that could happen if you pursue your dream and you don't achieve it? You could be where you're at now. Is that okay? Many of us say we settle and we're here anyways. So what could be the worst? You are where you are now. What's the best thing that could happen if you pursue your dream and don't achieve it? You could find yourself in new territory on the threshold of a new dream. What you do is, as you start to move towards your dreams, you dream bigger. You dream about different things and different possibilities for you or for your family or for the world and for what you want to do. And I can't tell you how much I have just been thinking about different things and what I would love to do as a leader and to help people. It's not just about me moving through the ranks with Young Living. It is so much about what I can do to help others also. So that's very exciting. Fear to fail is a huge thing that stops us. So what happens? We fail. Does it mean that our dream is over? No. Does it mean the way we approached it wasn't the best? Yes. So does it mean we just have to go back at it? We have to go back and try again, try a different approach. So we will have failures. It's only a failure if you don't learn from it and move forward. So learn from it and keep going. It's a learning process. Listening to critical people, I will tell you, oh my Lord, as soon as you start pursuing your dreams and you start moving in a direction that is going to open doors and possibilities for you, you are going to get critical people. You are going to get people that cut you down and they say mean things about you. That will happen. And you know what? That's because they aren't pursuing their dreams and they are jealous of where you're at. So you can let that stop you and you can sit there, or you can say, yeah, I'm pursuing my dreams and I'm going to continue on. Don't let critical people stop you. They'll say it's not possible. How many times in history have we heard things that are not possible? They can't be done, and they're done. So any dream is possible. And maybe you don't know how to pursue your dream. And this book goes over that, and that's what we're going to be talking about, is how to pursue our dreams. And so I just want you to know that once you start dreaming, though, it starts making steps. So we need to think about our dreams, and we're not going to start at the bottom of the stairs and get to the very top without taking a few steps in between. Same thing as a mountain, right? We got to climb it slowly, but it is possible. So that is what the introduction goes over. And I hope that you guys read this. I hope that you put up little quotes that you like from here, and that you guys really think about who you are. Don't think small. Do not think small. I want to say that. Dream big. Dream really, really big. There is a story that sometimes we think, oh, all I am is a mom. All I am is a nurse. All I am is a teacher. Whatever it is. There's a story that I'm sure probably maybe many of you have heard, but it is a story about a tent revival going on. And there was a man there that was an usher, and he did not, he wasn't the person up there speaking. He wasn't the one that was leading everyone in prayer and worship, and he wasn't the one that everyone was watching. He was the usher. And there was a little boy there that was walking around, and he couldn't find a seat, and he was ready to leave. And the usher came up and said, come here, let me help you find a seat. And he did, and he helped that boy find the seat. And that night, that little boy was saved, and he was 10 years old. His name was Billy Graham. Was that usher the one up front that did something huge? No, but was his small action huge? And the person that he led to that chair did amazing things. So all things are possible. Little steps that we take, little things that we do, people that we talk to in our pursuit and in our dreams, things can happen. Don't think you're just a mom, or that the things that you do don't matter, or that you're just this little person, because you never know who you're reaching out to. So I read to you what a dream is, but I want to also, and here it's just, I love this that it goes over stories and analogies for you guys. So what I want you guys to, the last thing that we're going to talk about is daring dreams versus daydreams. Okay, so daring dreams can be great things. Daring dreams have changed the world, okay? But there is a big difference between daring dreams and a mere daydream, okay? One fires you up and moves you forward. The other is nothing more than wishful thinking. Daring dreams are hills worth dying on in order to take them. Daydreams do little more than make you want to nap. So we're gonna go over a couple of the differences between a daring dream and a daydream, sorry. So a daring dream relies on discipline. Like I said, it is day in, it is day out. You need to be disciplined. You need to keep moving forward. You can do this. You have to keep moving. It takes discipline. We need discipline. A daydream relies on luck. Daring dreams focuses on the journey. A daydream focuses on the destination. A daring dream cultivates healthy discontent. A daydream cultivates unhealthy expectations. Daring dream maximizes the value of hard work. Daydream minimizes the value of hard work. Daring dreams lead to action. Daydreams lead to excuses. That's how I feel about excuses. I can't stand them. All right. Daring dreams creates momentum. Daydreams creates inertia. Daring dreams breeds teamwork. Daydream breeds isolation. Daring dreams initiates while the daydreamer waits. Daring dreams embrace risk as necessary. Daydreamers avoid all risks. And last, daring dreams make you responsible, and daydreams make others responsible. Take control of your destiny and take control of your dreams and move forward. And I hope you guys enjoy this book. And so that was going over the introduction in chapter 1. I want you guys to think about these things. So I'm sorry I'm just getting to this late tonight. I will try to be better tomorrow about getting going and getting these up for you. And so read them, order your book if you haven't. At least you can follow along. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day. Write down your dreams. This is one thing I'm going to give you guys a little bit of homework if you don't mind. But write down your dreams on a piece of paper and big, small, any of them. I want them all wrote down, and I want you to think about them and why you would want those. What is it that is making you want to do that? Just think about it and write it down. It'll just take a few minutes, but writing down your dreams is huge, huge, huge. So anyways, hope you have a great day, great night. Sorry it's late. And we'll talk to you later.